everybody, it's Lesley Tao here and welcome to my YouTube. I'm just going to turn my AC down a bit in case it's messing with this audio. Hopefully that's a little bit better. So I'm still filming in my car because I'm doing a batch of videos today, so everything has really been cooped up in my head and I wanted to just get it out on video so our editor can, put it in with some of the footage I've sent him. Now today is actually a very important and personal topic to me. I wanted to put it out there in case we have any parents, it could be mom or could be dad, that is struggling because you've got children and you need to work, and how to get a bit more of a work-life balance. So for those that don't know me, or maybe if you do know me, I have two children, two boys. Mateo, who's my toddler, he's a little bit over 3 years old at the moment. I've also got Teddy, who's turning 6 months soon, so he's my newborn. And on top I've got my two pugs, Salt and Pepper, who are about 4 years old now, so they're 1 year older than Mateo. So those are my children, so my two boys and my two girls, so two little humans and two little doggy pugs, and I adore them. It has been tough where you've got a newborn and you've got very young children. The pugs are actually okay, they're really well behaved, they don't really demand too much attention, but it's quite hard to juggle the kids and to have to work as well. And I was really struggling, to be honest, recently when Teddy came along. I actually stopped doing my coaching and mentoring business for it's been since lockdown really. During lockdown I needed to concentrate on our actual business, so that's what's happened. And then I got pregnant and then Teddy came along and it's been really hard to get back into just work. I've been really struggling, so I had to give this a lot of thought and put a plan in place for myself, because with a newborn I found that I didn't get enough sleep, so I'm having broken sleep. I still am, I think I'm used to it now. Broken sleep throughout the night, so I wasn't getting enough rest. Although we have a housekeeper, she also I sent her to do some cleaning chores for us, because she does some of our HMO houses, which are shower houses, and that's because the tenants love her. She's so cool, they rely on her to do a good job for that. When I did switch to another cleaners, we had so many complaints that came through, so I told her you better go there. And so what would happen was, although Matteo would be at nursery, so he's not at nursery full-time, he's at nursery part-time, I would have the kids in the morning, which generally it is fine because I love spending time with my children, and actually, to be honest, I feel a bit guilty when I'm not with them. However, what was happening was that I just wasn't getting enough rest, and then I was getting very stressed because I couldn't work on the business and do the task I was supposed to do. So there was a delayed effect and it impacted the business. So I just didn't think that this was good enough, because the business is affected just because of me, one person. So that's not good enough. So what I've done is, you have to have a think. I have two choices. Either I find somebody else who looks after the business and they're in it full time, so we shouldn't need to worry about the business side of things, apart from looking at the financials, the reviews, to see how the business is performing. Or alternatively, I can get a bit more help. I'm kind of in that limbo position. So the first thing I did, guys, is that me and my husband went to visit a few gyms, and we decided to sign up for a gym in the UK called David Lloyd's. It's a chain, and I think that that's the best decision we've made, because firstly I need to get my fitness back on track, but it's really done wonders for my mental health. So just to get that clarity away from home, even though I adore my kids, has been a blessing. So what I do is, my new motto is not to put too much pressure on myself in terms of getting back fit and all that and getting my old physique back. Mine is just turn up. So be consistent, just turn up, and turn up for the classes like 4 times a week, let's say. And I do come to the gym too, because they have actually got a kids facilities in here, so we do bring the kids on the weekends as well, because they get to play in the pool, and they've also got a soft play area, so it's pretty cool. But I use the cafe area for working, and I'm actually in the car at the moment. I'm going to turn the AC up a bit, so I'm hoping that the noise won't be too loud, because it's getting quite hot in the car. I use the cafe to work, and at the moment I'm in the car because I can't film inside because there's other people around and it gets quite busy. So my car is so far a bit of a quiet sanctuary with AC, which is good. So essentially how I've readjusted or sort of planned my current lifestyle, looking after the children as well, has really done wonders for me. So I hope that this will help you too if you are struggling. The first thing is to look after your own mental health, especially if you're not not getting enough sleep. Now, whether that be in the form of exercise, you just need some time to yourself, a time away, if that's possible to arrange. It doesn't need to be a gym or a spa, but you need you time to, you know, have a think through things, have a break. Every time I've gone to this gym, I feel like I've been on holiday. So you need to feel like this if it's possible. And if you're not feeling like that, feeling that you're about to crack, so you do need to have a look and concentrate on this before you do business. So this is really important. Yeah. Second and third things I've done is I've also employed somebody else to help me with my children. This person comes at 7 a.m. in the morning till 1 p.m. and then my normal housekeeper, she comes to our house and then she sort of takes over. Now this person looks after Teddy, which means it frees me up in the morning to go and, you know, sort out, clear my head, set my day up, then I work, and then when I go home, so what I'm doing as well, by the guys, is I'm removing myself from the house to work outside. And at the moment it's at the gym, so at the gym's cafe area, which has a business working section as well. I have found that that's done wonders. When I was working from home, although we do have a garden studio, I don't know whether I've got any footage of that, I'll put it in the next video, but although we have a garden workspace studio, my husband uses that for his work. So it means that what I end up doing is I work from our kitchen table, and we've got like an open plan sort of house. And so what happens then is that, you know, when I'm at home, and even though I've got help, say I've got a nanny housekeeper over, but the kids are always running out, everyone's always asking me questions because I'm just sitting there available even though I'm in the middle of stuff. And that was getting me pretty stressed, to be honest, because imagining you're in the middle of doing something and then the kids are crying in the background, I think one keeps running up to you, you know, to want to do things, husband comes in, asks a question, housekeeper coming in to ask a question. It's just impossible to work. Apart from getting more help, maybe you can get help in terms of, if you don't have the funds to hire somebody, is to, you know, see whether your parents or family members could help out, and you might want to pay them something for a bit cheaper, or do a swap with them. So if they got children, you might take them for, you know, a few days and you do a swap. But what I have done, what this has done, is that the time that I do spend with my children, I have made a rule that I don't look at my phone, and that is time that I've dedicated to them. So that's what I'm concentrating on. Whereas before, when I had to work and look after them, I don't think I was fully present, which upset me as well, because I wanted to be there to, you know, help them if they needed help with and they wanted to play with XYZ instead of working like on my phone. So what's happened now, because I have dedicated and put aside and have an environment where I can work in and get what I need out of the day, it means that the time that I spent with my kids, I'm there for them 110%, and that's made a massive difference. Let me know if you've got any more suggestions. I'm happy to hear different points of view, and if you have any more recommendations that I could be working, don't know what happened to my camera, excuse me, or implementing, I would be happy to hear them. All right guys, so Lesley here, and I'm clocking out. Bye.